Alright, welcome back, guys. So in my previous video, I talked about how to cut your losses short as a forex trader and maximize your profit. So when you're winning, you maximize your profit. When you're losing, you take a little loss and not lose a whole of your capital. So in my previous video, I discussed about 5 effective ways on how to cut your losses short as a forex trader. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 effective ways. That is the continuation from my previous video. It was supposed to be 10 effective ways, but on this video, I'm going to continue from where I stopped in my previous video. So I'm going to explain everything for you and how you can maximize your profit and cut your losses short as a forex trader. So the number 16 on my list is using trailing stop. Okay, what do I mean by that? Is knowing when to lock your profit when you're in profit and knowing when to get out of the market when the market is going against you. By doing all of these things, you are going to be able to maximize your profit and the losses are going to be taken is going to be less. What do I mean by this? When you are in a deep profit, do not be greedy by the amount of money you see. You are supposed to be in the process and not be so interested in the result, because your target might be sometime you want to make $500 from a trade and you see that this thing is going in your direction, it has hit that target that you want. Instead of you to lock in that profit, you are so greedy that you want to let that trade to run, not knowing that you have a target, and in the long run you might experience a reversal. Okay, it might not go in your favor all the time. So using trading stop by knowing when to lock your profit is going to help you to maximize your profit and know when to get out of the market. The seventh thing on my list is use risk to reward ratios. Okay, before you enter a trade, always know that your profit should always outweigh your potential losses. Okay, what do I mean by this? If you want to enter a trade, if you know that the loss you are going to experience in that trade is much more than the profit, you shouldn't waste your time taking that trade. Okay, if you want to take a trade, make sure the potential profit always outweigh the potential loss. It's not by profit. Every profit is not every profit that is worth it. Okay, like they always say that a win is a win. It's not every win that should be a win. If you know that your potential loss is going to outweigh your potential profit, that trade is not worth taking. By noticing this on time, okay, you are going to see that when you are losing, your loss will be less than when you are winning. So always know, always take note that the risk to reward of every trade, the potential win should always outweigh that potential loss. And this is what is going to help you to cut your losses. The 18 on my list is use technical analysis or fundamental analysis. Some persons, some newbies or some professional traders already, when they want to take a trade, they just look at the candlestick and just go into the markets and expect a miracle to happen. Remember, you are not gambling. Trading is a skill. And for you to be able to excel in the industry is for you to have that skill, for you to perfect that skills. Okay, so you don't just go into the market without doing your analysis, because if you don't do analysis, how will you know when the price is coming from? Where is it going to? Where are you going to get out of the market? Where are you going to get in of the market? You might be getting in the wrong places. You might be going out in the wrong places. So use technical analysis, use fundamental analysis to always know the determination of every trade, and this is what is going to help you. Don't gamble in the market, because whenever you do anything wrong, it's always going to bite you. So do the right thing for you to always maximize your profits and minimize your loss. The thing I'll be talking about is maximizing your profits. How do you maximize your profit? Okay, by learning entries. Okay, when you have a setup and the traders come into your POI, you want to take, I believe you know what POI is by now, point of interest. That is where you take your trade. In that point of interest, always have a good entry. And in that good entry, always know that, okay, take more positions in that place. Okay, so that whenever the trade is going in your favor, you'll be able to hold that trade to a particular threshold before you close that trade. And by doing all of these things, if you are risking a $10 or $20 on a trade and you make $200 or $10, okay, because it is where you enter in the trade that determines how much you're going to make, that determines how you should maximize your trade. But because learning entry is what is going to help you to maximize your trade. It's not that you just have a setup and price that leaves your POI and you jump into that trade. That is what they call FOMO. You are scared of mixing out. You are scared of missing out, and in the long run, it's going to lead you to fear of losing your own capital. So when price are reversing, even when it has not taken you out, you see that you are in losses and you close that trade, and you see in the long run it goes in your favor. But now you have already lost some money from your trade, you have already lost on capital. So learn entry, know when to get into a trade and know when to get out of a trade. That is how you maximize your profit. And for every good setup you see, make sure you make that trading setup that you have, and this is what is going to help you to maximize your profit. The last thing I'll be discussing is staying disciplined. Out of those 9 things that I've discussed so far, if you're not disciplined, there's no way you're going to stick to this. If you're not disciplined, there's no way you're going to maximize your profits. Okay, rules are there for a reason. You don't just create rules in your trading career because you just want to create it. There's a reason why there are every rules. So staying disciplined to those rules that you make for yourself, staying disciplined to those 9 things I've listed for you is how you are going to maximize your profit and minimize your losses. Remember, trading is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Because you mix one trade that's what I've given you a whole lot of money does not mean the rest is not going to give you money. Okay, so don't let that lead you into over trading, revenging the market, and all of that. Stay disciplined. The market is all there for you to make from it, to make a lot of money from it. So the more disciplined you are, the more you learn. That is how you are going to earn in the long run. If you are still watching to this point, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. All right. By putting all of these things together, you can actually grow down your small account, okay, into a bigger account. There are lots of people that say trading is all about capital, but then it's all about discipline. If you can't handle $100 account, how then do you want to handle a $10,000 account? The losses you are making in $10 in $100 account is the same losses you are going to make in $10,000 account because you are unable to handle this account. Okay, so putting everything I just said together is going to help you to maximize every profit of every account that you have, to grow any type of account that you have. Try this and let me know how it has helped you in the long run, and you are going to become a successful trader that always maximize profits and minimize losses. See you on the next one.